Okay, so we've decided to take on a new project at Blaze Sports and Fitness in Wisconsin Blaze for our Path athletes and their recruiting journey. As they create huddle highlights, one thing that we recognize when we share them with coaches and the public is that they sometimes just look a lot alike and the same. And what we know about our athletes can only be truly shared not only through video, but with an explanation of who they are as an athlete and the details of what makes them great. So this is Madi Springer, 2027 class, point guard for Hortonville High School, the sophomore, starting with a great group around her. And here is one of the first things that I wanted to point out that we love about Madi. She hustles both directions, and she hunts the ball and pushes it in transition. And this is early on, this is in November, just getting settled in. I think in that clip right here, she had an opportunity to pass to the wing. It's a very small window, but one thing you'll know about Madi, she's very aggressive. And even though she doesn't get a good shot or a pass off here, she plays a really great defense. And so much so, I'm going to create a video just on her defense later. Here's Pewaukee, number 1, Division 1 team in the state. And in November, Madi was tough enough, strong enough, confident enough to be out on the court, starting as a sophomore against, as you see here, the twins, who will be attending Michigan State or committed to Michigan State for next year. They're seniors this year in the 2025 class. Again, Madi hunts down the ball, commands the floor, makes great decisions each time down the court. You see her here on the backside. One thing I like about this clip, if you look carefully, you'll notice that when the shot goes up, first thing she does is look for the person she's guarding, and she continues to keep track of them while the ball's in play. Gets the rebound, attacks well, and finishes. This is against Oshkosh West, coming down in transition. Gets another wild shot off, and this time she hits the beautiful pass to the wing for a nice, easy open layup. On the backside, defensively, Madi's in great help position to fire, cover. A really tough post player for Appleton North High School. Scoring. Madi can score. Attacking the rim, 3-point shots. Watch this, great defense. One thing you'll know about her feet, she keeps them wide in that half court, and it's tough for her opponents to get around her. Great strip and push for an easy layup. Madi's here in the corner. We got Pepler at the top of the key. Knowing she can take her girl off the dribble, she attacks, and Madi's patient, hands ready, feet ready for that kick. And nails it. In the corner again for scoring. This time she attacks. Gal who's closing out, she's in pretty good position, but I think a little high, and this is why Madi takes her off the dribble and creates that little step back against somebody who's taller and longer against her. Madi's on the free throw lane, gets the rebound, again, pushes in transition, eyes up, hits Rainey, who's a D1 player heading to Maryland. But what you should notice about this here, Rainey missed, but notice Madi's hands ready, feet ready, every single time. The other thing to take notice too is, take a look at that step back. Every time she passes the ball, she's constantly creating space for her teammates. Space, hands ready, feet ready. Again, at the top of the key, space is out, hands ready, feet ready. And that's why right now she's a very consistent shooter. Okay, again, she continues to keep spacing for her team. On the drives, she's in that far corner. She fills, she makes herself known. Great catch, great skip pass. Great three off the catch. Defense, one of Madi's best attributes. Girl comes down. Again, this is Pewaukee, top team in the state right now. They recognize that Madi's defending somebody taller and longer than her. They try to take advantage of this mismatch. Post Madi up. Madi is strong physically, and she's tough, and she will battle the entire time to make it as difficult as possible against her opponent. So it doesn't matter if they outsize her or they have length on her, she's gonna throw their shot off. Gets the rebound, is patient, finds her outlet, and sprints down the court. Little details that matter. Weak side finds her opponent, boxes her out. Boxes her out. Every single time, she's consistent with that. Grabs a loose ball. Defensive position. Every time that ball moves, she does not wait. She's here. She's got an eye on her person. She's got an eye on the post player with the ball. When the post player kicks the ball out, notice what she does. She moves with it and finds her player on the shot. Takes her out, gets great position, gets the rebound, pushes it down. Recognition and decision making. Out of bounds play, notices the defense, did not pick up the inbounder, hits her shooter for an assist. Always in help position, again on a big girl. She was on her way out as that ball got passed from inside out. She was starting to move because she needed to cover that girl in the corner. The Appleton North point guard, Avery Werfel, jacks the ball up. Missed. Madi pushes it. Notice this one detail that you might not catch, and I know I didn't. until I watched this clip a few times. Madi is pushing the ball down the court and she is commanding the court. Notice her point and talk to her teammate, Callie, as she's running down, directing traffic. Loose ball, goes, sees, she's got vision, she sees the court, her eyes are up, her head's up, she's looking down. This one wasn't exactly on target. I believe the receiver, I can't tell who that is, slowed down just a little bit. I think if she kept sprinting, she would have caught that ball. I believe that's Taylor Lilly. Yeah. It was there though. Again, backside playing defense. Easy grab. What's great about this, even though Madi can push in transition and primary break, she's a great decision maker in that she knows the difference between a primary and a secondary break, and just being patient, knowing that you don't have your numbers, and start your offense. She doesn't try to do anything fancy. She doesn't try to overdo it or attack herself all the time. She balances out. She finds her teammate. Julian swings the ball to an open Rainey for a three. Great clip right here. Again, notice Madi's pointing. She's communicating to her teammates, just keeping spacing. She's moving the players, the chess pieces that need to be moved to create threat behind Kimberly's zone. Kimberly just won the Fox Valley Association Conference, and watch Hortonville in this case. Yep, Madi with a dump off. Loose ball. She's got vision for teammates. She's not trying to force against a closing out post player. She was able to draw her. We got everybody looking at the ball. Rainey's in position for a nice dump off. Gets fouled. Gets her player to the line. Backside, defense. There for the rebound, push, head up. Good spacing for the Bears. Now in this case, we saw that Madi didn't get what she wanted for a shot here, so let's go back and look at that. Let's see what is great about it though. She rips the rebound down, person in front of her, Ava, D1 player from Kimberly, great 3-4 guard forward, has an offer to UW-Madison. Watch Madi. Again, this is in November, December, as a sophomore for Hortonville. Fresh, newer. She brings it down with confidence and goes. And she gets right by her. Now here, I would have liked to see Madi recognize that cut from Cardin Pepler coming from that right corner. She could have given her a little shovel pass, but I like the confidence. And experiencing this moment, I know should, and again, that she's new with this group. They're figuring each other out. In future games, she sees that and she'll hit that cutter. Again, good show. Reagan Krieger on the drive takes away that baseline option, 2 guarding 1, making spins, misses the shot. Again, Maddie's assessing what's in front of her. She doesn't force anything. She knows she doesn't have numbers. She takes her time. She makes great decisions. Gives it to her point guard right there. And here, we miss a good pass. Could have been 2 points right there for Maddie. Maddie gives it to Rainey. Kimberly looks like they fall into a 2-3 zone. Maddie makes just a simple cut into the opening of the zone. Rainey just misses her. It probably would have been a little dangerous with that middle defender there. But Maddie's looking for openings. And here is where she was brilliant. Hortonville playing Fond du Lac, 45 cut. Maddie and her off-ball movements. She notices when Rainey starts to drive, her defenders locked on the ball, loses sight of Maddie, and she takes advantage of that. Great cut and finish. Great find by Rainey Wilson. Another one. Now I love this. We gotta go back and notice the sideline. That first 45 cut, and watch the coach at the bottom. Forces a timeout. Second time, they're up by 33-9. Coach is not happy. I know I taught them to play better help defense. I just can see that's what he's thinking. On the catch, the spacing isn't the greatest here. In transition, I think Rainey was trying to get to the rim, and then she started to pop back out. Maddie catches. Nowhere to go. Hands it to Pepler. Both defenders sink. And she didn't have really much option, but she notices that. And she knows that Pepler's a great shooter. Carden's a great shooter. And she just turns, just sets a tiny little pin down screen. Look at that. I love her energy. Maddie's energy. She's more excited to see her teammate score the ball than when she does. That's a sign of a true point guard right there. They love their team. They want to see them be successful. We got a drive from Julian Martin down the center. Again, notice Maddie's movement off the ball. Watch her feet and her hands. Right there. She is always ready for a pass. She's thinking, shot first if I'm open and I'm balanced. Pass if somebody's open. Drive on a closeout. There you go. Simple. Enough. That little drive, closeout, drive, 2 guarding 1. Good enough to get a kick out to Leah, who's been killing it from the 3-point line this year. Maddie on the press, picks up that loose ball, kicks it out, spaces out, and again, off-ball movement. Drive, and she looks to go back door. Keeps cutting, cuts a second time, and gets herself set up for a shot. Cut twice to score. And again, off-ball movement. Ball's inside. Maddie's on the wing. She knows her post players. Got, 4 people around her. She's looking to cut. Grabs the loose ball. And again, she is so natural at this. Or it's been so ingrained in her. She's been with us at Wisconsin Blaze since 5th grade. Notice she passes. The first thing she wants to do is space out. Provide space for her team to shoot, to drive. Fill and assist. Let's see how she works to get people open. Again, little drive, kick to shooter, Callie palm running at the trigger. Great spot to receive a pass. Maddie there. That's the other thing about Maddie. She is, again, always hunting for the ball. She's not a point guard who just lets the post players get rebounds. And look at her point. She's talking to Callie. She's communicating. She's making sure she's in the gap, that she needs to be on that drive. Little stunt. Gets the miss. Pushes the ball. And drive and kick. Also, take note, she didn't rush it. Defender on her, that's Sophie Bush. Great defender in Sophie Bush. Maddie's patient. Sophie's a year older than Maddie, Appleton North High School. Now, at the next level again, that shot would have been drained. But the work is there. Drive and kick is there. We got a baseline play. Rainey recognizes her defender from Kakana. Is face guarding her, and on the skip pass, that's way too easy to get burned on. Got Maddie on the wing with the ball. Eyes up, looking for teammates. Caesar, great pass inside. Great assist. Full court break to Julian. Again, she spaces out. They're eyeing up the zone. 2-3, she steps in the gap at the high post. Dangerous spot for the defense, and finds Miss Grace Rice. Grace Rice is a freshman playing on varsity. Quick find, and great 0-second decision. Catch, shoot from Grace. Again, look at Maddie, how excited she gets when her teammate scores. That's awesome. Love that. Maddie at the point, running the offense, attacks the closeout, keeps it simple, doesn't try to do too much, makes the next best decision in the moment, finds her player, again, Carden Pepler on the wing for a 3. And what's her response? Passion, excitement. That's a point guard. Positive energy. We got her in the corner now. Look at that pass. Again, at the next level, that shot's in. But Maddie does the work, doesn't foul, is patient amongst all the commotion, pulls it out, settles it down. Look at that fire on that pass right where Kelly needs it. Always giving her teammates a great pass for a shot. And that is Madi Springer, 5'5", point guard from Hortonville High School. Great defender, smart player, does the simple things absolutely really, really well. I believe she is D2, potential D1 player. She continues. We're going to continue tweaking her shot a little bit, making sure she gets even more consistent. But there is so much there for Madi's IQ, for her vision for the game, for her understanding. And again, like I said, I'm going to create a separate defensive video for her, because her defense, on top of all these things that are so important, her defense is absolutely incredible. One of the best we've seen. She's playing on our Wisconsin Blaze 16U Inferno team this year for the 2027 class. That's in the Elite 40 League, and I will put her website and her details for her schedule on our page with this video, so you can track her, find her, and if you want to talk to her, reach out to me. I'll share my number, and email for Blaze is team@blaze365.com. If you want to talk to Madi, we'll get you connected. She is ready and wanting to play, and she's a 4.0 student as well, and an absolutely lovely young lady. Excited to have her again this season. She started with us in 5th grade. She's a committed and loyal young lady. Can't wait to see how her journey continues to roll forward.